Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Codename Secret. I'm your host, Reverend, and today we're going to cover Hashicorp Vault. What is it? Why we should use it? And how to use it. So stay tuned. Vault by Hashicorp is a secrets management tool that will allow you to centrally manage and store all of your secrets. What that means is that your applications over here can come over to Vault when they're needed, and you don't have to worry about them being stored in your code. And every time they're changed and updated, you just update it in one place. So if that one account or that one password, for whatever reason, might be used by multiple applications could be over here, and over here, it's just one spot. So we always know that it's here, that all these things are going to be accessing over here. What it also allows you to do is store either static secrets, meaning ones that don't change regularly, or you can dynamically manage those secrets through engines like the database engine, the Active Directory engine, or I think they call it LDAP engine now, depending on the version you're on, as well as cloud service provider engines. So there's a lot of different ways you can use Vault. You're not just isolated to key value pairs. Now that we have a high level understanding of what Vault is intended for and why we should use it, let's go ahead and take a quick look at how to use it. First thing you want to make sure you do is have the Vault binary downloaded. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. To download Vault, you want to make sure that you go to Hashicorp's websites, either vaultproject.io and click the download link, or go to the releases.hashicorp.com/vault, pick the appropriate binary for your operating system and version that you want to use, download it. Once you've downloaded it, unzip that, put it in a directory that you want it to live in, and I recommend updating your system environment variables. That way you can run Vault from your terminal or a command line or on a Windows PowerShell also without having to be in the directory that Vault lives. Here we're running Vault in a dev mode. So we're going to type Vault server dev. What this will do is allow us to immediately start using Vault. It gives you a nice little warning here. I recommend you read it. I'm not going to drain the screen. The things I'll point out are your unseal key, your root token, and where Vault is running at. So let's go ahead and copy the address, and we'll set our environment variable. Now in a Windows environment, use the word set instead of export. So we'll press enter, and then we can say Vault status, and we can see that we're connected to our local loopback, and Vault is initialized, it's unsealed, and it's running in memory, meaning once we're done here, it all goes away. Vault has a lot of different secret engines, using it in a dev mode. Remember, in dev mode, some of these are here. In a prod environment, you have to enable some of these things. So let's type Vault secrets list. We see that the KV version 2 engine is automatically enabled at a path called secret. Everything in Vault is path-based. Think of it like a directory within a file system. That's really all that it is. Maybe you don't like using the path of secret. That's okay. If you type Vault secrets enable and then hyphen path equal, and then whatever you want, you could say zebra, then space, and then the type of secret engine you want to enable. Press enter, it'll tell you that it's been enabled. We can type Vault secrets list again, and there it is. At the path of zebra, we have a KV version 2 engine type enabled. For the remainder of this demo, we're just going to use secret. How do we put a secret in Vault? That's a great question. Using the KV engine, it's pretty straightforward. What we do is we type Vault followed by KV, because it's the key value engine. Then we say put. Then we're going to put the path, beginning parent root path of secret. Then we do a slash, and anything after the slash you want. Remember though, it is case sensitive. So if you type it in all caps, you're going to have to get it out in all caps. Same thing with all lowercase or mixed case. Whatever the last word you enter here will become the name of the secret. If you want to have a subpath or another folder, if that helps you understand the path concept, after the slash, put something like maybe it's a dev path, or maybe it's for an application and you want to put the application name. That's fine. Then after that, you can put the name of the secret or create another sub path. It doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. What we're going to do is just keep things kind of simple. We're just going to say secret slash my secret. So that way, my secret will live at the path of secret slash my secret. I'm calling it my secret. And the key value type is going to be foo equal bar, because you can't have a demo without a foo bar, right? We hit enter and we see secret path data. Wait a minute, data? Okay, data is a thing that gets put in on the back end of Vault automatically. Why is that? When you make the REST API call into Vault, you have to give the complete path. The complete path is actually secret slash data slash, in this case, it's my secret, and that's it. Now, up at the top, we do not put the word data in there. If we put the word data in there, what we do is we end up creating a subpath called data. Then we end up with something like this. Well, I typed it in wrong, so let's put in the word put. That way Vault knows what to do. Here, you can now see the path is secret slash data slash my secret. That can be a little confusing. That's why when you're putting it in, do not use the word data. If you need to use the word data, that's fine. I just recommend you don't to avoid headache and confusion. Now let's list our secret. If we say Vault KV list secret, we can see the keys are data because we entered in a secret at a path called data and my secret. Now, if you have a slash like we see right here, that just means it's another path. And you can actually run KV list against that. And you can see there's another key called my secret. That's the name of our secret. Now, this might get confusing as we go throughout. So let's clean this up by removing the secret entirely. If we do vault kv metadata delete and then secret slash data slash my secret, this will remove the secret entirely. Be very careful because once you've deleted this, you might cause a problem, especially if you're in a production environment. Now it's going to tell you, hey, if it was there, it's gone now. So let's take a look. Hey, it's gone. So this will make the rest of the demo a little bit easier, but now you know how you can get rid of a secret entirely. For more information on deleting secrets, please check out Hashicorp's website. They have a lot of good info. We have the secret. Cool. How do we get it out? There's a couple of different ways. The first way is by a vault kv get command, and that is really just going to show you, the user, a secret. Yeah, there it is, foo bar, just like we thought. That's cool. What if I want to update the secret? Well, vault kv patch is the command you're looking for. Vault kv patch will allow you to either update an existing value in your secret, or it will allow you to add a key value pair. Now we have version 2. Remember I said version 2 earlier? KV version 2 engine lets you make new versions of your secret. You can see the path did not change. It's still the same path. And if we say vault KV get secret slash my secret again, you can see we're getting version 2 because Vault will always give you the most current version of your secret. And then it's going to list both key value pairs, hello, world, and foo and bar. Now, if you happen to do something like this, and I can tell you I've seen it many times, you got version 3, right? Well, uh-oh, we lost our other two values. Now, there's no need to hit the panic button. You can do a few things. You can say vault kv get hyphen version equal, whatever the version you need to get back, just to make sure that you're getting all the right things. Like, yep, that's the one that I need right there. Okay, then you can do something like this. You can say vault kv patch secret slash my secret, and then you can say foo equal bar, and then hello equal world, and then you can say new equal stuff. Well, oh, we forgot the word put. I wrote kv path. Now you see we're in version 4, and if we run vault kv get, we now have them all back. Now that was a lot of work, right? So if we know that version 2 is the secret we're looking for, Alt KV rollback hyphen version equal to, and then the path to that secret, it'll roll that version back, but it'll create a new version at version number 5. And if we do a vault kv get secret slash name of the secret, we can see, all right, cool, we got foo and bar and hello and world back. Then we can do vault kv patch secret my secret new equals stuff. We now have our 6th version. And then if we do a vault kv get secret slash my secret, we've got them all right where we want them. Foo bar, hello world, and new stuff. So let's look at some authentication methods. By default, we see token and only token. I do not encourage anybody to use only token. It just is not the best route to go. There are other things you can use. We're going to focus on app role. So we're going to say vault auth enable, and then we're going to say app role. Now we're taking the default path, and as you can see, app role was enabled at app role. So if we type vault auth list again, we can see at the path of app role, the type that was enabled is app role. We're not adding any descriptions. That's why you see the NA there. Now, if you change the path, it's very similar like we did with secrets. It's vault auth enable hyphen path equal new path, and then the type you're enabling. And there you can see, if we run the command correctly, we've got new path and the type of app role. In order for something to authenticate to Vault, it needs to have an identity inside of Vault. For an app role, we would do vault write auth slash path to whatever the app role path is. In this case, we're using the default again. Role, and then we're going to give it a human friendly name. So we'll just call it demo. Actually, let's do demo hyphen role. Then you want to say policies equal. Whoa, hang on. We haven't made a policy yet. That's okay. We're going to make a policy and we're going to call it not testy and not test poly. We're going to call it test Paul. And yes, you want to put it in quotes. Then let's set the token time to live. And then we'll say that's for now 20 minutes because it's a non-prod environment. And we'll say token underscore max underscore TTL. And we'll say it's for 1 hour. We'll press enter and bam, it's been entered in. If we type vault read and then that path above auth app role demo hyphen role, we can verify that we have entered in a policy and we've set our token limits. You can actually put additional security parameters around your app role, such as how many times a secret ID can be used, how many times a token can be used, or maybe you want to put restrictions around where the authentication can happen from, such as a certain CIDR or IP range, in other words. So there's a lot of different things you can do here. We want to go ahead and get a few more bits of information. If we rerun that vault read command and do a slash role hyphen ID, what we're going to do is we're going to get a role ID. Now we also have to have a secret ID. The secret ID is the other half of this equation. To get that, we actually have to write this with a force command because we're not using any additional parameters. And it's going to be auth app role, name of the role. Then we're going to do a slash, and then we're going to say secret ID. When you press enter, you only get one chance to read this and copy it down and put it somewhere secure. Again, this is considered a password, so treat it like one. Don't go pasting it out in your GitHub. You want to keep this safe and secured. If you run this command again, it's going to immediately void this one and generate a new one. Next thing, we want to create the policy. So let's do touch. We'll say test-paul.hcl because it has to be in a Hashicorp language in order for the policy to be uploaded. Now, if we do a vim and then test Paul or whatever your favorite text editor is, that's fine. You can see here that there's already been a test policy written. Again, we just want to have some general understanding. So your path is always first. what the path is that you want to allow some type of capability. We're going to offer read capability at the path of secret, and it can read any secret after the root path. If you want to get more granular in that, watch a later video and you'll understand. So once we have the policy written, let's go ahead and save it. And then we'll say vault policy writes. We'll say test-paul, and then we'll put in the name of that file on our local system. We'll press enter and we can say vault policy list. We can see the policy is now in there. Let's take a look at it. Vault policy read test-pol, and there's our policy right there. Now, if you want to take a look at the default policy, by all means, hit pause and go ahead and do so. Now, let's go ahead and get authenticated to Vault using our app role. And we're going to do that through a curl call. In order to do a curl call into Vault or any API call into Vault, you have to have some data in your first post request. So what we'll do is we'll create a file called payload.json. Now, I've already created this ahead of time, but a JSON file looks just like this. You have your opening and your closing brackets, then you have everything wrapped in quotes with your colon separators and your commas. Go ahead and create a file very similar to this. Once you've done that, we're going to use curl, then we're going to say hyphen data. It's implied that the request type is a post. No need to go ahead and type that in just yet. Then we'll do an @ symbol and we'll say payload.json. Then we're going to type in the address that we're going to be making the call to. This is important. Do a /v1/auth/approle/login. If you don't have the entire path, this is what you'll have happen. Nothing. With a full path, you'll get what you want. And that's going to be Vault authenticating you and returning back a token, which we will then use to get our secret. And there it is. Now it's cluttered together and it's kind of messy. If you want that to look a little bit cleaner and you have JQ on your machine, do a pipe space JQ. And there you can see the token is a very long one, but that's what we're after. That's how we're going to make our next call into Vault. We're going to copy that. We're going to say export vault_token equals, and then the value of that token, we can say to Vault, I want a secret. And here's how we do that. Curl again. This time we have to have some headers. There's going to be x-vaulted token, then $, because we're referencing our environment variable. And then we have to put in the vault address. Again, v1 required after the address and the port if you're not running it with something like Nginx in front. Then we're going to type secret because that's the root parent path. Then the word data. If you remember, if you don't, rewind a little bit, you'll see secret/data, name of your secret. Then the name of the secret. That's it. Again, it's implied we're asking for something. In this case, a get. We don't have to do the request type. We can hit enter and there's that secret. Again, it's kind of cluttered. So let's do a pipe JQ. And there's our secret. We have foobar, hello world, stuff. Now, what if you need to get a different version of that secret? Well, throw a query on there. Let's get version 2. There's version 2. Let's make it pretty again with JQ. And there you go. It's that easy. Remember, KV put is brand new. Updating a key value that already exists or adding a new key value is going to be patch. If you mess it up, don't panic. Just remember, there's versioning. Do a rollback, get a different version. Those are going to be the things you want to keep in mind when you're putting in secrets and you're updating them. Make sure, again, you secure your role ID and secret ID. Those are considered secrets. Yes, I know a secret to get a secret. We'll cover that in another video. Overall, very straightforward, pretty simple. I hope you had fun. I had fun. Come back, don't come back, but I hope you come back. Subscribe, like, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Thank you so much again for your time. And remember, keep your secrets safe. That way the bad guys don't get them. Cheers. Have fun.